And before we get into this recap of the Broncos-Chiefs game, let me show you the most important highlight from the game. Yes, that's Patrick Mahomes removing a wedgie from his ass. That does not affect his QB rating since it occurred pre-snap. Welcome to That's Good Broncos New Year's Eve edition, season conclusion finale. We made it, Broncos fans. We did it. We made it through 2017. Our team that we love sucked, but we're still here. It didn't diminish who we are as people. We did not lose our identities as human beings. As fans, we're at the bottom, but as people, we're still all right, everybody. We're still okay. And the better news is, with the Broncos' loss to the Chiefs in this final game, 27-24, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' victory over the New Orleans Saints, I think the Broncos will now have the number 5 draft pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. That's very good. That's a very high draft pick. So the silver lining is the Broncos may be able to get pretty good, pretty quick with the free agent quarterback and a number 5 draft pick. Who knows? This episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. There's a link in the description. Use my promo code That's Good, and you're going to get $20 off your first ticket purchase. You can get playoff tickets to any team you like. So, Kansas City Chiefs fans, if you want to go to the playoffs, use my code. A Broncos fan is giving you a $20 discount on playoff tickets for your Chiefs game. How fucked up is that? Pretty, but it's good for you, so take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Yes, one positive thing. C.J. Anderson crossed the 1,000 rushing yard mark on the season. Congratulations, C.J. Here's a Big Dick Player Award for your 1,000-yard performance in a year where good news for the offense was as sparse as a vegetable in Andy Reid's refrigerator. So, yay for that one. The Broncos barely lost this game, again, 27-24. Because the Chiefs put in backup quarterback Tyler Bray in the fourth quarter, and on his first play, he fucked up a handoff to the Chiefs fullback that Zaire Anderson took to the house for a touchdown to bring the game within a touchdown. And then with great field position, Paxton Lynch was able to throw a touchdown pass to Demarcus Thomas to tie the game. And at this point, I was starting to get worried because I wanted the Broncos to lose. And if you wanted them to win, you're fucking nuts because a better draft spot up into the top 5 now, Broncos having the 5th spot is a good thing. It is better for the team than winning a meaningless game, yes, even against the Kansas City Chiefs, who we all hate. It was close. And after Mahomes was pulled to rest, they put him back in with 2 minutes left in the game. And to be honest, Patrick Mahomes led a pretty impressive 2-minute drive to put Butker in field goal range, a 30-yard chip shot for Butker to win the game for the Chiefs. So if you're a Chiefs fan, I think you saw enough from Patrick Mahomes to be excited when he finally does get the starting job, when he earns that role, because he made plays. He made plays on that final drive with pressure in his face. Now, yes, most of the Broncos secondary, I think, except for Bradley Roby, most of the starters were not playing. But the Broncos pass rush was in his face that whole time. Miller was in there, Demarcus Walker, who had a sack earlier, which I believe set up the other touchdown for the Broncos. Shaq Barrett, these guys were getting pressure, and Mahomes was making plays. And I am glad he did to win that game. I know that sounds crazy. I know some of you are going to be angry about that. But chill the fuck out because it was better for the Broncos to lose. And that's what's important. You want the thing that's better for the team in the long run to happen in a meaningless game, and it did. Now, in comparison, Paxton Lynch, he did have that late touchdown pass, but he did not look good again. Same story for all the Broncos quarterbacks this season. You know, this was his, 4th start? He's been in the league 2 years, and Patrick Mahomes in his first season and his first start looked much better than Paxton Lynch. And Paxton Lynch was playing against a lot of the Chiefs' second stringers, so that is really not a good sign for him. He took a couple sacks, had a couple bad interceptions. One of the sacks was a fumble that got returned for a touchdown by the Chiefs. So overall, yes, the Broncos don't have a quarterback right now. We've known that for a while, and what they do once March starts with the free agency period is the next truly interesting thing, unless they do fire Vance Joseph tonight and they have to hire a new head coach. That will be sort of interesting, but again, like, I don't know what the fuck a coach is gonna do until he has a quarterback at this point. I do have to give a big shout out to a real, true Broncos fan who sent me an intro today, even the Broncos had nothing to play for.
Traveled all the way from Iowa to freeze my balls off to watch a meaningless game. Let's go Broncos. That's good, Broncos.
Demarcus Thomas did not get his 1,000-yard receiving season. The defense, the Broncos didn't look like they were ready to play. I mean, Kareem Hunt scored a 35-yard touchdown on his first carry to start the game. Darian Stewart did have an interception over on Pat Mahomes. Pat, is it Pat? Patrick? Can I call you Pat? Pat Mahomes was picked off by Darian Stewart, which was nice because it ruined the Chiefs' chances of setting the record for fewest turnovers in a season. So congratulations, Darian Stewart. You get a Big Dick Player Award even in a loss for doing that. They could have tied the record had they just stayed there at 10 turnovers on the season. But, of course, they had that Tyler Bray fumble. So they're back at 11 or 12. So they didn't get any records. So Broncos fans, be excited that the Broncos at least spoiled that for them. And the other good news, if you're a Broncos fan, was D'Angelo Henderson. They threw him a screen pass, and he took it 30-plus yards for a touchdown, broke a couple tackles, and my only question is, why the fuck didn't we try this earlier in the season? He's clearly got the juice we were looking for to be an explosive playmaker, and we kept him inactive week after week after week after week when the offense was struggling. If I repeat shit, it sounds more important. So, it was nice to see Henderson, D-Hen. I got to get a good nickname for him. We'll get there when he's playing more next year. It's nice to see him in the game. I'm trying to be positive about some of the things I saw today. And I guess the Broncos putting up a fight at the end of this meaningless game also bodes well for them. It basically played out perfectly. They tied up the game late, got us excited about the game again, like, oh yeah, they might win. And then the Chiefs kick the field goal. We get the number 5, probably. I haven't confirmed it, but I think they get the number 5 pick. And we're ready for the offseason. Broncos fans are officially ready for the offseason. Although I'll be covering all of the playoffs, so please don't fucking leave me. Come back to watch the videos during the playoffs, all right? Also, Demarcus Walker had a big sack late in the game. He looks better playing where he's supposed to be playing. So, Demarcus Walker, there's hope that maybe he'll have a big impact next season. Our question now is, Elway missing as badly as he did on Paxton Lynch in the draft. The question is, can he actually draft a QB to be the future for the Broncos, or will they go out and get that free agent quarterback? And are any of the free agent quarterbacks the kind of guy you can build your franchise around? Kirk Cousins, Case Keenum, Teddy Bridgewater, maybe an Alex Smith, Sam Bradford, whoever the hell's out there, maybe a Tyrod Taylor, don't know. But those will be fun storylines to follow as well, and I will be on them. I will be on them like stink on shit, flies on shit, my hand on shit. But that is to come. But seriously, thank you for everybody watching, all the Broncos fans for the support throughout the season, even though a bunch of you left once they started losing. Got a lot of respect for you who stayed around here. Thanks again. Happy New Year's Eve. Enjoy your New Year's. Drink a lot safely. Have a good old hangover tomorrow. And maybe some of you will get lucky and fornicate tonight. That's my wish for you, if that's what you want. And finally, I got to give a big dick shout out to Jared Reagan on Twitter. This guy has lost 100 pounds recently. He's trying to get healthy. The new year, many people probably setting goals that you won't keep. But if you want inspiration, check Jared out on Twitter at Jared Reagan. Very impressive, man. Here's your shout out, okay? Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Subscribe here on YouTube. Share these videos on Facebook. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna. And yeah, 2017, over, guy. It's 2017, over. It's over. Finally, yes. Oh. Yeah.